Hey everyone, Danny here over at Into Fly Fishing, and we are back with another affordable fly fishing reel review. Now today we're taking a look at the Orvis Battenkill, and I was really excited to review this reel for a multitude of reasons. Simple, classic design, just super fun to use. Now before we get into this review, we just wanted to say thank you for all the interaction we've been getting on these videos. You guys liking, subscribing, just watching these videos helps us a lot. We do purchase almost all of the gear we use ourselves, including this Orvis Battenkill, and it gets expensive after a while. So the more interaction we get on these videos, the more it helps us out. Now, if you have been enjoying these budget-friendly reel reviews, take a look in the description below. There's a video there that just talks about all of these different reels in one. So again, thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the interaction we've been getting, and enjoy this review. So we tested this reel actually in Colorado on some smaller streams and some medium-sized rivers, and I came away from the water feeling exactly like I hoped I would. Just happy. It's a different type of reel than I'm used to using. Obviously, no disc drag system that fights the fish for me. It made me feel like I was the one truly in control of every single aspect of the fishing. So we were able to give it a good test, give it a good run through, see its weaknesses, see its strengths, and I'm excited to tell you guys all about it. So let's first talk construction and components. So the Orvis Battenkill, this is the 3 model, so built for the 5 to 7 weight line, is made with heavy-duty aluminum bar stock. It is machined, and it feels great. It's definitely doesn't feel like is as cheap as the composite plastic might, or even the die-cast aluminum. This bar stock aluminum is durable. It's built to last. Every single thing on this is essentially stainless steel minus the reel handle. This is a plastic material, so I wish they would have made that more of a solid material just to keep up with the rest of the reel. But again, it's durable. It's built to last. The anodized nickel on it is built to withstand drops and dunks and just getting beat up a little bit. So I did accidentally drop this in the parking lot on my way down to the water. Picked it up, and it looked no worse for wear, minus just one small scuff on it. So again, Orvis took their time. Even though it is an affordable option, it's built solidly. It is a mid-arbor spool, so it's not huge. It's obviously more narrow, but there's less line stacking, and the diameter of the spool does actually have a decent retrieve rate. And again, overall, really happy with the build of the reel itself. The one bone to pick is the spool release. Handle is very small, so if you don't have long fingernails like me, or if you have big fingers, it can be hard to get to it. But other than that, no issues with the construction of it. So the overall weight. Now, again, this reel, due to the minimalistic drag system, it is light. So the 1 model, so that's built for 1 to 3 weight fly line, only weighs 2.8 ounces. The 2 model, so built for 3 to 5 weight fly line, weighs 2.9 ounces. And the 3 model, which is this one, it weighs 3.2 ounces. So obviously it weighs a little more once it's fully spooled. But just for some context, we reviewed the Orvis Clearwater recently, and that weighs nearly 6 ounces. So these reels weigh half as much as most of the other reels in your arsenal. So if you want something lightweight, easy to use, not gonna be difficult to balance on those smaller rods that you own, this is the perfect option. Now the drag system. So the drag system is what makes the Battenkill unique. So some people, just since it is a click and pawl, think there is no drag on it. It's all controlled just by your hand. As the line's screaming through it, you're controlling it, making sure it doesn't get out of control. But it is actually a 4-position click and pawl drag system. So on the inside of this reel, you have a small tab here that you can adjust. You can move it whatever. There's 4 different directions you can move it, and that way you get different basically levels of drag as you do it. So yes, most of the drag is done using your hand, but it does offer a little resistance depending on what position you put that tab in. So the only challenge is you aren't going to be able to adjust the drag in the middle of landing a fish like you are with a traditional drag system that has a drag knob and things like that. This one you have to set the drag prior, and then the rest is up to you. So since this is the 3 model, this is built for 5 to 7 weight line, so it's built obviously to handle larger fish. Now, if you're not familiar with this style of drag, I wouldn't go after bass or a small or steelhead or small salmon without ever using this type of drag system. You're going to likely have a challenge with it. But the more comfortable you get, the bigger fish you can target, and then it really is a good challenge. So again, you are the one that's in control of this. You can adjust it a little bit. There's not a whole lot of tension on the adjustment, but it does provide a little. And the rest, again, you're controlling as the line spools out, using the front of your hand here to slow the reel down, to let it go, whatever you want to do. So it takes some practice, but it really gets you in tune and helps you feel like you're fighting the fish almost yourself. So let's talk sound. Now, the Battenkill is loud both ways. So as you're reeling in, right, no one's going to mistake you where you are at. Everyone knows. And then as you're stripping, super loud. It's got a great sound. I personally love the sound. Again, everyone's going to know where I'm at and what I'm doing, but I think it just, in the feel of it, the vibration, everything, I just like that this reel really makes you feel every single aspect of fly fishing. So if you want something that's real loud, perfect option. But if you want a quiet reel, this isn't the one for you. It's going to make noise, and a lot of it. So color and sizes. Now, the anodized nickel is like a bluish gray, almost changes colors in the sunlight. I think it looks great. I think it's better than a traditional black or even a white or different color. I think this dark, more natural color looks awesome. And the sizes, you have the 1, the 2, and the 3. As mentioned, the 1 is for 1 to 3 weight line. The 2 is for 3 to 5 weight, and the 3 is for 5 to 7 weight. So whatever option you really want, you can find it. There's something for you. So a nice versatile amount of sizes for all different types of anglers. So the price. Now the Battenkill is currently priced at around $100 regardless of the model. Now if you do find it full price, the 1 model costs anglers about $130. The 2 costs anglers $140, and the 3 will cost you $150. But right now, all models on multiple different websites, including Orvis's, sits right at $100. So a little on the higher end of the budget friendly, but the fun and the unique aspect of this reel makes it worth it. So my overall thoughts. I like it. Sometimes you just want to change a pace. So I threw this on a 7.5 foot 4 weight rod, so overloaded the rod a little bit and fished it in a more medium sized river. It's a true ultralight setup, and I was hooking into larger fish, and it provided a cool little balance in a fight, and it was just something different. Now again, if you're not familiar with the click and pawl drag system, I wouldn't take it to your local steelhead fishery or largemouth bass fishery and just go for it and hope for the best. Odds are you'll be okay, but you probably want to practice with the drag system before you just go after those giants. I think it's awesome for a beginner angler if you want something low maintenance. You know you're going to be going after panfish or small trout, so they're really not even going to get onto the reel. They'll be able to strip the fish in without even having to reel whatsoever. Or a more advanced angler looking for a challenge. I'm going to use it in both situations. I'll teach some of my friends and family with it, It's light, it's easy to use, it's durable, it's not going to break. Or when I really want give myself a challenge, I'll take it to some bass fisheries and go after some bass on a little heavier tackle. So again, it's versatile enough. It's not, again, one that thrives in every single situation. You have to know your abilities and know where you're fishing, but it's fun, it's affordable, it's something different, and I think we always need that in fly fishing. So the classic design paired with the more classic drag system is super fun. So if you enjoyed this review, we appreciate you watching, so make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.